2 Star Wars books, 2 graphic novels, and a brand new adventure story from author Rick Riordan. All this and more on the November 2021 episode of the Jedi Guybrarian's Holocron. Jedi Guybrarian Warner here, and I'm still thinking about what a great time I had on the planet Batuu this past summer when I visited the Galaxy's Edge. And an excellent book that takes place at Galaxy's Edge is called Black Spire by Delilah Dawson. It is very connected to the Star Wars land that you can visit at Disneyland. The rebel spy, her name is Vi Maradi. She was sent to Batuu by General Leia, and that's what this story is all about. The author does an amazing job describing the setting of Galaxy's Edge in the book with so much detail. For example, here's just one part from the book when Vi goes to Oga's Cantina, where I just went to. Listen and try to notice all the descriptive adjectives that the author uses while I show you some clips of my visit to this cantina. Oga's Cantina was in a big, round, squat building with a heavy metal dome roof. The arched doorway was open, surrounded by banners that flapped in the evening breeze and the inviting glow of lanterns. Inside, the cantina was dominated by a stone bar that drew the eye and kept it. Exotic creatures swam and fluttered in tanks along the bar back, including a bulbous, bug-eyed wart, a slimy gray swamp slug, and a pickled Minoc, forever silently screeching behind the safety of thick glass. And the drink taps. Vi had never seen so many, each one a unique shape suggesting the beverage within. She was especially intrigued by the one shaped like a lightsaber hilt, and the 4 made of rancor teeth. The tables and bar were all lit from within and gave the red-tinged room an intriguing glow. They weren't at the cantina to drink, though. They were here for information. And a really cool thing about the protagonist Vi Maradi is that you can actually see her sometimes at Disneyland in Galaxy's Edge. In fact, while I was there, I tried to find her everywhere I went.
Gonna find her. Bring her in some. Well, now if I have to swim the river, you know it. Am I gonna find a child? You know will, 'cause I've been searching. Oh yeah, searching. My goodness, searching everywhere. You know I'll bring her in some.
Although I did not find her during my trip to Batuu, there are many people who have seen and met Vi Maradi there. And it's really cool to think that you can actually meet the character in a book in person. I have, however, met the author of the book, Delilah Dawson, a few different times at several different author visits. She is a very funny, friendly, and talented writer who is also a big Star Wars fan herself. I highly recommend Black Spire. The second Star Wars book that I want to talk about today is a Mandalorian book that is very unique because it is what they call screen comics. A screen comics book uses actual photos from a TV show or movie, and then they add speech bubbles to the scenes, thereby creating a graphic novel. This book has several adventures from the Mandalorian show with both Mando and Little Grogu. Stop by Shahila Library for your chance to check out the Screen Comics version of The Mandalorian Season 1, and Season 2 is on the way. November in our library is a month where we promote books about veterans for Veterans Day and about Native Americans for Native American Heritage Month. Plus, this month's genre promotions are adventure books and sports books. A brand new sports book that we just got is the graphic novel called Dragon Hoops by Jean Luen Yang. It's based on the true story of a high school basketball team at the school where the author was a teacher. But in addition to telling the team's story of trying to make it to the championship, he also tells us about the history of basketball. Notice in this scene how an asterisk is used in a speech bubble to tell you that there is more information to learn below in the information box. And notice how graphic novels use a lot of onomatopoeia for scenes with sounds to really bring it to life for you. A new graphic novel that we have that's connected to Veterans Day is this one called Amazing World War II Stories, 4 Incredible True Tales. The tales include the true story of Louis Zamperini, which was made into the movie Unbroken. Another true story in this World War II graphic novel is connected to National Native American Heritage Month because it's about the Navajo code talkers who helped us send secret messages that the enemy could not figure out. I recommend both these graphic novels. Okay, the last book I want to read from today is the brand new fantasy adventure book from Rick Riordan, author of Percy Jackson and other great mythology books. This one's called Daughter of the Deep. The story is connected to the famous old fantasy adventure books by Jules Verne called 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and The Mysterious Island. You don't have to read those books to read this one, but for fans of Jules Verne stories or movies, this will be like a really cool sequel. This is a modern adventure taking place in our time, but it is connected to the legends of Captain Nemo and his famous submarine called the Nautilus. The protagonist finds out that she is connected to the legendary sea explorer. The book has amazing underwater adventure and also some incredible action scenes on land as well, like this exciting scene early on in Chapter 9. They literally erupt from the sea. I have time to yell, "Incoming!" before scuba divers rocket to the surface on our starboard side, all on kickboard-sized DPVs, diver propulsion vehicles, moving at 12 knots or more, faster than any I've ever seen. I register 8 hostiles, some carrying strange silvery weapons that look like harpoon guns, others brandishing, wait, are those grenade launchers? 2 fist-sized metal canisters plunk onto our gangway and roll, hissing and steaming across the deck. Flashbangs, Jem yells. I shut my eyes and cover my ears, but the explosions still leave my head ringing. For a moment, I can only stagger in a daze through plumes of blue smoke. By the time my crewmates and I have recovered from our confusion, our enemies have fastened grappling hooks to the starboard rail, discarded their TPVs and oxygen tanks, and begun climbing over our gunwale like they've been practicing this assault for months. Eloise and Cooper are the first to return fire. Riordan is great at using action words to increase the excitement of scenes like this. He used verbs like erupt, yell, rocket, plunk, roll, cover, climbing, stagger, and others. By the way, I attended an online discussion of this book with Rick Riordan, and I ordered the book from him, which he signed for our library. I highly recommend Daughter of the Deep. Before ending today's Holocron show, I also want to let everyone know that we are about to have our first in-person book fair since 2019. Here's a quick look, and may the Force and reading be with you.
It's time for a Shahala Book Fair.
December 3 through 10, our first in-person book fair since 2019. And there are hundreds of new books at great sale prices in many different genres.
Every time you buy books for yourself and your family, Scholastic also gives free books to Shahala.
Here are just a few of hundreds of books available for all different ages.
Gotta keep reading, 'cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book to read. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book to read.
Pick up that book and turn the page. You'll never know just what you'll find.
I know that you'll have a ball. Turn off the TV and just read them all. Just think, with a book you'll be so entertained. OMS has the best readers in FLA.
Feed your brain.
And then we'll just keep on reading and reading and reading and reading and reading and reading and reading. Let's read it some more. Reading and reading and reading, 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 reading and reading and reading, reading. Gotta keep reading. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book to read. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book to read. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book. 'Cause this book's gonna be a good book to read.
That's just some of the hundreds of books, posters, supplies, gifts, and other items you can shop at our in-person book fair, December 3rd through the 10th. Please keep in mind, masks, social distancing, and hand sanitizing are required. You can also enter to win one of 2 big giveaway prize baskets by just donating $1 to the PTO fundraiser for Shahala. The fair will be open daily at lunches, plus all language arts classes will be invited to visit during class, and we are having an evening family fair Thursday, December 9th from 6 to 8 p.m. with special guests, Shahala Drama Club, and orchestra students. Come see them perform and shop the fair. More information is available at scholastic.com/bf/Shahala Middle School. This season, why not give the gift of reading to loved ones while you also support your school? Happy holidays and happy reading.